first thing we want to practice is a wait at the crate, where we remind Raven to pay attention to us and listen for her release word.
Good girl.
Before going out, we're going to practice a sit at the door, again to get attention and practice the release word. We send Raven to her bed so she gets used to going to a place. Practice a sit to put the leash on.
Good girl. Hold on.
To keep her focused, at each doorway we practice another sit. Pay attention to me and wait for your release word. Before we start our walk, we get Raven in the groove of walking in heel position by walking in circles with her on the inside of the circle. Bump into her if needed. This keeps her focused on you instead of everything else. While you're doing circles, practice a sit and heel. This keeps her in work mode, paying attention to you and staying calm. Also practice a sit and a stay. This keeps Raven's focus and works on her self-control. So we stop, say the command one time, pivot in front for stay, move around. We're not going to stare right at her, but keep her in our peripheral. If she starts to get up, she gets a correction. Put her right back and then heel. The next thing we're going to practice is the come command. So we do a sit, stay, back to the end of your leash, and then call Raven to you. She needs to sit in front of you, so she's coming to you. She's calm, and you're able to put your hands on her. So again, sit, pivot to stay, back to the end of the leash, call her to you, and sit. Then praise her and love all over her. Good girl. Heel. Once she's warmed up with circles, you can practice a couple more maneuvers of switching her to the other side. These maneuvers will come in handy when you're in situations where you need to move her away from distractions. And also practice turning into her and going the opposite direction. If you practice these things when there's low distractions, you get used to doing it, she gets used to doing it, and when you need it in a real life situation, it's easy for the both of you. So turn into your dog and go the opposite direction. And then also switching sides by moving her behind you. more time. Turn into your dog and go the opposite direction. And then move the leash and her to the opposite side behind you.
Good girl.
When we finish our walk, we keep her in a calm state by doing another sit to go through the gate. No jumping the gun. She gets a little correction. Put her back in the sit.
Raven, sit. Good girl.
She can be stubborn, so don't let her push. We take her back to her bed, so go to your bed, sit.
Good girl.
We take the leash off, and she can't run off until she hears a release word.
Well done.
Good girl. To go inside, we get in a space at the door and move her back. Or a sit at the door. No jumping the gun.
Sit.
Raven can be pushy. Use your body to block
Well done.
and then release her in. Next, we work on playing properly. So there's no jumping on the couch. There's no super crazy behavior in the house, but she can get toys. We can play with them. We can get her amped up and excited, but she's not being pushy with us. If we ask for a command, she needs to execute it.
Oh, good girl. Get it. Sit. Yes. Good job. Ready.
Practice sits and downs while you play,
Good girl.
so she knows even though she's playing and she's excited, she still has to listen and pay attention.
Yes. Good girl. Sit.
She can't grab the toy out of your hand. She has to earn it back. Say commands one time
Ready.
and follow through. Good girl. Good job. So Raven is learning that lots of fun things and good things come if she just executes the commands as you ask.
Good. Down.
If you put sits and downs and pay attention to me in your daily routine every day, it will become habit. And then she will execute things whenever you need.
Draw. Sit.
Raven's big and powerful, so we need to make sure we can control her energy. She's just playing, but she needs to make sure she controls her mouth.
Move my whole rug. Move my whole rug. What you got? What you got? What's in there? Good girl. What you get? What you get? What you get? Hmm? What is it? What is it? Good girl. Good girl.
Nope. If she gets up on the couch, lead her right back down.
Good
And then she
girl.
chooses her bed. That's why we do so many things on the bed, because we're making her bed her go-to place. So practice getting Raven amped up. Play hard with her, play tug. It's what she likes to do. But you're teaching that there's rules and boundaries while playing.
Yes.
Good girl.
Good job. Good job. Get a crazy lady. Get a crazy lady. You're tearing up my rug. Messed up the rug. Here. job. What you got, Raven?
And once you're done playing,
Good girl.
you can ignore her, and she'll typically go to her bed and play on her own. Good girl, Raven. We can also use the go to your bed command to do sit or down to be released to eat her food. She needs to stay put until she hears the release word, and then she can eat. You can also send her to her bed with a special chewy that she only gets on her bed. If she gets up, we're putting her right back. This is her spot where she gets all her good things. This will help keep her off the couch and make her gravitate to this spot when you're not interacting with her. And then at the end of the day, or when you need to go out, Raven can chill in her crate with a yummy chewy or without, and she's happy to settle down after a full day of exercise and mental stimulation. Good girl, Raven.